The ladies want to know, are you single?
I'm single with a girlfriend.
What? Hold on! Shit. What does that consist of, though? So Valentine's Day's coming up, so like you can have 2, 3, 4. Like, is there rules to that type of shit? God is.
Hey, I'm gonna take my shot.
Let me take my shot. I'll take the shot. Bring a shot.
Hey, let it through. Right here. I'm right here. Shimmy.
Welcome back to Task Spectrum West TV. Today we're taking a long look at one of the most discussed pairs in the R&B hip-hop world right now, Chris Brown and Jada Wallace. The question we'll unpack: why does Chris keep showing up publicly with Jada Wallace? Why do we see them at tour stops, after parties, in Miami and South Africa, yet Chris has never officially called her his girlfriend, and some women in the industry and fan base are shady about her presence? We'll piece together the timeline, look at the theories, explore the reactions, especially from women who talk down on her, and see what this says about celebrity culture today. Let's begin by grounding ourselves in what we do know. Public interest in Chris Brown and Jada Wallace started to swell when they were first spotted together, leaving an after-party in South Africa in December 2024. That appearance sparked the speculation that something was going on beyond just friends. The article from Capital Extra states, the couple were initially spotted together after they were papped leaving an after-party in South Africa. From that point forward, sightings have continued, at concerts, at tour stops, in what appear to be backstage corridors with Chris's entourage, and in public outings where Jada is seen smiling, laughing, leaning in. The online fans and tabloids are calling it bae vibes and fueling dating rumors. But here's the twist. Chris Brown has not officially confirmed Jada Wallace as his girlfriend. The public appearances are real, but the official narrative remains quiet. That leaves space for speculation and for critique, especially from other women in his world who interpret Jada's presence as either a threat, a placeholder, or a strategic move. Some women talk down on her, calling her just a hanger-on, tour accessory, the new Karuchi model, or even making comments like he's always got multiple girls, she's not special. In the fan reaction thread online, one Instagram user said Chris Brown told Kai Cenat that he has multiple GFs, so she's not special, and yes, I'm hating. Another wrote, not me thinking this the meet and greet. I was like, he getting too real, let me buy my ticket. These kinds of remarks highlight the tension. Why is this woman spending so much time publicly with a major star yet no label? Why are some women bothered? Because it disrupts the known pattern: star plus obvious girlfriend, public acknowledgement. Here we have star plus frequent female companion, silence. So we ask, what are the possible reasons for this dynamic? Let's explore 3 major theories.
Stand with marriage.
So he wants you to believe in it.
Nah.
So you just want a finger pop for the rest of your life?
Nah, I just look at it like being in love is a lot.
I feel like I witnessed you in love.
Yeah.
I feel like I witnessed you in love.
Yeah, I kind of like, I'm at like a place in my life now. I'm like, look, my kids, I gotta make sure they happy. One, focus on them, and
That's
then
the most important thing.
Number 2, like, shit, I'm outside, so I ain't got to dwell on it right now. I ain't got to be like, hey, this has to happen. I'm outside.
The most straightforward interpretation is Chris Brown and Jada Wallace might be dating. They're spending time together, traveling, attending parties. That's the classic formula. The public sees them together. The paparazzi see them together. But the lack of formal acknowledgement tells us either they're keeping it private or the relationship status is intentionally ambiguous. The romantic theory appeals to fans. He's found someone steady, she's the new one, finally, but it also leads to criticism. Other women say, why isn't she official? He's not serious if he won't label it. The ambiguity gives space for commentary, especially from women who feel competitive or protective of the relationship model of artist plus girlfriend.
Are you in a relationship right now?
Me? Am I in a relationship?
Yup.
I'm in multiple. What do you mean?
Like more than one girlfriend?
It's something like that.
Okay. And how do you balance that? Cause that's a lot of balance unless they just
keep it 100. To be honest.
the most expensive thing you ever got for a girl.
Another possibility, Jada Wallace serves as a strategic piece in Chris Brown's public image and tour machinery. For a star whose image has been scrutinized over the years, having a calm, attractive, consistent companion on tour can help soften his persona, create new media angles, breezy with Jada, and keep fans talking. The appearances in South Africa, Miami, tour stops all serve publicity functions, photos, viral clips, social media tags. If Jada is seen with Chris, she becomes part of the brand, which enhances both their networks. This strategic angle is whispered in media. Her being everywhere with him, yet no label, fits the assistant/influencer model, visible but officially undefined. A third possibility, Jada isn't simply girlfriend material or explicitly partner, but rather part of the entourage, maybe a talent assistant, influencer partner, social media coordinator, tour support. Her appearances with Chris, specifically at tour stops and after parties, might serve his promotional needs. She posts tags, interacts. She becomes a bridge between star and fans. Under this theory, the reason some women talk down on her is because they perceive her role as less than girlfriend yet more than friend, and they don't buy the public access. They assume she's just there because it's convenient. But for Chris's team, that might be exactly the design. Visible support without contractual partner status. Now, whatever the real underlying motive is, let's look at how this plays out in three domains. For Chris Brown himself, for Jada Wallace, and for the women who criticize her.
So Jada is his girlfriend now? That's the main one. I had been telling y'all Jada was his main girlfriend. Y'all didn't want to listen to me. Y'all was telling me I was crazy. He got a bunch of them. No, I said he might have a bunch of them, but Jada is his main girlfriend. I didn't get blocked until I started talking about Jada. That's how I know that was his main girlfriend, y'all. All that stuff I was saying last summer when I was doing content on him, I never got blocked. When I started talking about how Jada needs to dress better and why she got a fucking jersey on and why she always wear a bun, that's when I got blocked. He said I did too much. After that, I knew.
Frequent appearances with Jada Wallace signal he is embracing a presence beyond performance. He's allowed the public to see him off stage in social settings with someone who appears soothing and aligned. That can help shift narratives around him from just messy relationships and partying to he's got someone who can handle the tour life. On the flip side, if rumors persist and there's no official label, critics may interpret it as non-committal, a convenience relationship, which could undermine fan trust or give fodder for gossip. Her visibility with one of music's biggest stars propels her influencer status exponentially. She becomes recognized, her social media following grows, her brand value increases. But that visibility comes with baggage, being labeled just a side girl, hang-around, tour accessory, etc. The women who talk down on her often ignore the value she gets from this arrangement. The silence around the relationship status could be intentional, allowing her to maintain independence, yet being publicly aligned with someone massive also puts her in the spotlight and under critique. Some women may interpret her presence as opportunistic, and this fuels the negativity.
That food, I'm trying to get in there. That food.
The criticisms tend to revolve around insecurity or perceived integrity. Comments like "she's not special, it's just a meet and greet, he's dating everyone" reflect a mindset of competition for the girlfriend slot. In celebrity culture, the model of official, exclusive relationship often confers status. If Jada remains in between, she unsettles that model. So other women may talk down on her because she bypasses that model. She's with the star but without the label. That ambiguity invites judgment. What's her role? Is she using him? Why is she always around? And because Chris hasn't publicly declared her, some will assume the worst or diminish her role. This leads us to consider how modern celebrity culture allows for these ambiguous connections. In earlier generations, star relationships were either public or private, labeled or hidden. Today with social media, side appearances, tour tagging, influencers, fans want more clarity, but stars can exploit ambiguity for strategic benefits. Chris Brown and Jada Wallace's situation may be a textbook example of this. Frequent public outings, no official wording, fans and other women making judgments, and the star team riding the wave.
I'm pretty sure I can confidently say that I don't think ever in my entire life have I commented or definitely not made a video about a celebrity, but I have to speak on this because it is all over my For You page. In every single video that I see on my For You page of Chris Brown and his stunning, what I'm gonna say, girlfriend, her name is Jada, and every single time that I go to the comment section, it's people talking about, dang Jada, can't you stay home for once? Goodness, what does this girl do for work? She doesn't have a work? Wow, how annoying to have somebody at your side every second. Why you can't just let him do the tour on his own? Blah, 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 blah. Y'all, we are talking about Chris Brown. Chris Brown, one of, if not, the largest, greatest, most popular hip-hop artist of his time. Chris Brown, do you think for one split, tiny second that if that man didn't want her there, that she would be there? You people.
Alongside this, let's examine 3 things you should watch for if you're following this story. When will Chris Brown publicly reference Jada Wallace on his social platforms? A tag post, a story, a mention in an interview would shift the narrative from speculation to acknowledgement. 2. Will Jada Wallace begin to appear in official music videos, promotional materials, or credited roles, assistant/producer, influencer, in Chris's world? That would align with the professional support theory. 3. Will the public reaction, especially from his fan base and other women, shift depending on how visible and official she becomes? If she transitions from tour companion to partner, the tone of remarks may change. Some of the critiques may fade, others may intensify. Now let's pull everything together. The frequent public outings matter because they tell a story. The story might be romance, it might be business, it might be both. The lack of formal label matters because it gives everyone room to speculate. Chris, Jada, fans, other women, media. For any woman in that scenario, being seen as the one without being called the one creates a liminal space, and that space is where critique blossoms.
Act in the comments like she invited herself, like she's some groupie that just happens to pop up at all of his places that he's at. Sorry, the sun is crushing the light on this. She isn't just showing up on her own because she feels like it. This man is inviting her. Everywhere he goes that you see her there, it's because he wants her there. It's because he asked her to be there. It's because his security is literally escorting her with him in the times in which some of them he's holding her hand, but in the times that he's not holding her hand, they're together. I know that is like eating people alive in the comments. Oh, he's got a million girlfriends. Oh, she's just a one of a million. So what? So what? Because 90% of the world right now would take her place in a heartbeat if offered, even if she was one in a million, like one out of a certain amount, which whatever, more power to you. I'll just never understand the hate on this girl when she stays to herself, isn't involved, this is probably why he keeps her around, isn't involved in drama, stays to herself, super low-key. She looks like a whole vibe, if I'm being honest. Why? Cause it's not y'all there? Like, I don't understand it. Every single time people are talking down about her, saying terrible things about her, like, let me tell you, I just don't understand.
The women who talk down on Jada Wallace are basically responding not only to her presence, but to the ambiguity of her presence. They see a woman constantly beside one of the top stars, yet the star hasn't called her girlfriend. That breaks the narrative script they expect. Star meets someone, star labels someone, star proceeds. So when the script isn't followed, criticism arises. Maybe she's not serious. Maybe she's just walking with him for visibility. Maybe she's complicating things. And from the star side, maybe that ambiguity is exactly what they want: the companion and the brand, the support and the mystery, the public presence and the private non-label. In closing, if you're tracking modern celebrity relationships, what Chris Brown and Jada Wallace are doing is a fascinating case study. The public outings matter. Yes, they create Instagram stories, tabloid posts, fan debate. But the silence matters more. Because in that silence, we see strategy, we see flexibility, we see the new model of star plus influencer. And for all the women out there talking down on Jada Wallace, remember this: visible presence can be powerful, labeled status isn't always necessary, and sometimes the real story is what isn't said. Thanks for staying with us through this deep dive. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, subscribe to Task Spectrum West TV, hit that bell for notifications. We've got more analysis, more celebrity culture breakdowns, more inside looks coming your way. Until next time, stay sharp, stay curious, and keep watching the story unfold.